Hello, everybody.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi, y'all. How you doing? It's not fair that people get to see my face, but not yours.
Oh, it keeps our subscribers intact.
Oh, you hush. Hello, everybody. We've got quite a few people in the chat room tonight. Kim Marie, Wanda, Kelly, Rickman. We've got Jada. Hello, Jada. We've got a bunch of people. Carrie, who else is in there?
We have my fairy godmother from the West, Miss CJ.
What up, girl?
And my bestest bud from Virginia, Lori.
We got Lori in the house. Hello. Sorry. I'm managing the board while I talk.
And I had you in blah blah mode, so I don't know if you said Kim Marie.
That was the first person I said.
Because I didn't hear her theme song, so I wasn't sure.
Kim Kimmeray, Kim Kimmeray, Kim Kimmeray. That girl is as lucky can be. Hey. And yes, Lori, I finally got a haircut. I said I was going to do it. Didn't I? Think I did.
He didn't really get a haircut. He just had his ears lowered.
Yeah, well, you can't even see my ears. I got the cans on.
In.
Around. Over. Over yonder.
Gary.
Over yonder head orifice.
You have a lot of head orifices. You need to specify.
Yes, but it's a given. You can see them. Yeah. So, how is everyone doing tonight? We want to know. I know that we've been, well, it's not Friday, so we can't get too cranky, but
I'm always cranky.
Kelly wants a theme song. I still have to. I have to write a note. I've got to do Holly's.
I'll try and remind you. But I make no guarantees, old and stuff.
And I guess I got to do one for Kelly now. We got to think about a good one for Kelly.
It's peanut butter Kelly time.
Oh, that's hilarious. I think we might actually do that as long as, I think that would be fun. I really do.
Oh, Lori's going on a road trip. She's going down to South Carolina.
Nice.
Well, you have fun. Don't get too rowdy. I do want to hear about some shenanigans. Just don't get too rowdy.
Supposedly, Lori's got volume all the way up, and she can hardly hear us.
On a road trip. She's going down to South Carolina.
It's you, Lori, not us. Because we've got a live stream going on the studio television, so we can monitor everything and make sure it's all good. And we hear ourselves fine. Sorry.
Too fine, if you ask me.
Jeez.
Hate the sound of my own voice.
Oh, you shut up.
Hate it.
Shut up and get away from me, dog. Go lay down.
Well, if you were around on Friday, you saw me cutting up or taking the label off of and cutting up a CD while killing time and kind of done with what I had originally started working on. And I know, can you believe it? I actually worked on it and finished what I had started doing.
I was so surprised.
I know, right? I have more things unfinished and half started than I do completed, but they turned out really well.
Let me put the focus on.
Use the
there we go.
Crazy little toaster oven that we got for just such.
Move it up. There we go.
Just such things, and believe it or not, there was not even any smell, which was shocking, and they melted pretty quick, so that might have helped. So we might end up doing that on a Wednesday or a Friday, because it was pretty fun, and it didn't kill me with the fumes, so we might have to give that another whirl.
Yeah, I really thought that turned out well. I mean, you've done it before, but when you did it, it was kind of in the oven, and it took forever.
Well, that, and it was our old oven.
Very true. Well, let's not get into that because our new oven isn't much better. It's just gas instead of electric.
Well, that, and I wouldn't want to use it even if it was super powerful.
No, not for that, because
that, and it's all the way upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm too old for the stairs. I need one of those chairs that take you up. Hey, get arthritis in a hip, my friend, and let's see how much you want to go up and down steps.
Hey, Mama B is in the house. 70 Acres
Mama
Studio.
B.
What up, B?
All right.
I think I know her theme song.
What, Mama B?
Yeah, there's a song from the early 90s from a band or from a group called Crisscross, and they have a song called Warm It Up B.
You could just do some chicken song and
well, I think
she'd be all right.
I think the Allman Brothers band have a song called Melissa, so that would work too.
And yes, Lori, it was much faster in the toaster oven. I had that sucker on broil, and I had it preheated and just threw them in there and sat there and watched it, and it was actually kind of satisfying watching it because the air that gets trapped in between the pieces of plastic and the air in the paint, when it got hot, it started bubbling and shooting out. It was kind of fun watching it. So yeah. But yeah, we I had a conversation with the wonderful Lori McGarity end of last week. She had sent me. Let me grab it. She had sent me a very beautiful. I took the labels off, which they all came off so easily that it didn't screw up the envelope.
I'm so proud of you.
Which that just thrilled me. And it's such a beautiful envelope. But she had sent me a little housewarming envelope, if you will. And inside, she included this.
Ooh.
Now, typical Lori, all of her painty papers are just gorgeous. And whenever she sends me a sample of something that she's done that I haven't at least tried yet, she'll always put on the back what she did to get that. So she's put nail polish marbling, and I'm like, say what? So we started talking over Facebook, and she was like, yeah, you just pour nail polish and water, and there you go. And it's like, you don't say. So where we are now, where we live, we have a really good Dollar Tree. So I told her, well, we're going out to Dollar Tree this weekend, and I am going to get myself some cheapo nail polish, and I'm going to give it a whirl because that was just freaking awesome.
Yeah, I had a good time shopping in there on Saturday, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, well, of course we were there. Me being me, I have to look for other stuff. And because I'm currently caught in a domino fetish, found these, and I was like, "Ooh, Dominoes! They're $1. Well, let me grab a pack." Well, I opened it before I did, and they're the cutest little Dominoes. So we ended up getting 3 packs.
Yeah, and they were $1 each, I think, or something like that.
The even more beautiful part is where the dots are. It's not divots, so you can do whatever you want to these without it having the impression of the dots on it. So that's going to be fun. And they're a little smaller, so for charms or dangles, that would be a lot better than a full-sized domino. And while we were there, because when I was looking for them, couldn't find them, just cheapo playing cards that aren't just your standard Hoyle or any of the other brands that have a stupid plain background. Little feathers. Thought they were cute, so we got a couple packs of those. And had to get some of the big erasers. I don't know when I'll be brave enough or alcoholed up enough to want to cut my finger off, but I'll have to give that a try and see if I can make some stamps with that.
Yay. Hey, Gloria is in the chat room. Hello, Gloria.
Hey, Gloria. And because I'm not used to Dollar Tree having much of anything, you know, they had stickers, and I figured, well, for the little artist trading coins or for the Dominoes themselves, little stickers.
You got to be careful with those round ones, because if you put them right in the middle,
it'll look like a boob. I know.
Yeah,
we've already discussed that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but then you went out and got those, and then mentioned that you were going to use them on the coins. So
it doesn't mean that it won't be the center of a die-cut flower. You know, give me a little credit.
Yeah. Oh, Gloria has a good idea. She says nail polish marbled dominoes, maybe.
We might have to investigate that.
I think you're onto something there, Gloria.
So got those little hearts, and these were super cute. So got those.
And all for the low price of $1.
And you can never have too much glue. So yes, I have a issue with hoarding glue.
You know, the only thing we didn't find there was the tacky glue sticks.
Yes, I know. I was rather upset by that, but I will get some, even if I have to order it.
Yeah.
And then, whoops. So when I finally get back into doing the Flocker friendship swap, once I can actually get enough stuff together that I'm not going nuts and shortchanging people because I don't feel like I have enough stuff. Envelopes, so it's a little bit smaller than what I previously sent out, and they're not like a Mylar type plasticky, and I'll be able to do painty-ish things on there. And cheapo, because of course Dollar Tree, so I'm not really worried about it if they get bent or
gummed up.
Yeah, little snipper things. And my fairy godmother, because she is awesome, sent me, because I'm like a monkey trying to do a math problem when it comes to bending wire. I think I just overthink it too much, and then I second guess, and then by the time I think I might figure it out, the wire's so kinked up and bent I can't do anything. But she sent me this, because I had mentioned it. It actually, if you put the wire in and then do that, you've got yourself an eye pin or a loop or whatever you need it to do. And for me, that is freaking awesome.
Yeah, because I'm the same way. I always try to perfect it instead of making one fluid motion to make the bends, and that's where I think people like us screw up. We make little bends all over the place, and then it looks like complete trash.
Yep. And then on the box that she had sent everything in, because during that same show, I had talked about the dolly pegs that I had gotten in. I wanted to try and figure out a way to transform them into butterflies or dragonfly or even angels, you know, something with a wing, something that you could use metal and beads and stuff for. And on the back of the box, she had wrote, use wooden dowels for the wings. And I'm like, well,
crap, now we need to get wooden dowels.
That's an awesome idea, but I don't have wooden dowels. So I opened the box, pa-dow, now I do. And, you know, me being
Did you just say patow?
Patow, ta-da, all the above. Now I do, but me being me, I'm thinking, ooh, look at all the different sized beads I can make.
Yeah.
But that's just me. So
Clara wants to know, what is the name of that?
What is the name of what?
I'm guessing it's the
looper.
Yeah, the looper.
It's made by, I believe, Beadsmith, and it is, can't remember the official name, but it's a one-step looping plier. They have them on Amazon and stuff like that. But yeah, and so CJ to the rescue as usual. Fairy godmother, love her. So me being me again, can't be happy with, oh, I got some stuff. My need to buy more stuff is taken care of. No, I had coupons, so we went to Joann's.
Yes, we did.
And got hole punch Fiskars. It was 40% off. Fiskars and 40% off. Why the heck not?
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Well, Friday I had been working on poker chips for my artist trading cards. Yes, they're a little smaller, but I don't feel like conforming.
No,
So
why conform?
I'm doing me, and they're hard plastic. You don't have to worry about it bending.
Yeah.
So
Hey, just not to interrupt,
killing
but
me, dude.
well, regarding the Beatsmith one-step looper pliers with 26 to 18 gauge wire, I have posted a link to Amazon right on the chat room, so you guys can pick one up. And if you buy it using our link, it'll actually give us a little bit of money, coming our way, so we can buy more stuff. And so if you want us to help support us, just click on that link and get your own. It's really cool, as Carrie will perhaps show us tonight.
No, it won't be used tonight.
All right. Well, soon.
Yes, very soon. So while we were there at Joann's and saw that they were on sale, I was like, well, it would be so much easier and I won't have to risk injury using a straight blade trying to cut paper for these things. Let's see if we can find a hole punch. Well, don't you know?
And you couldn't find one, and don't you know, I was like, oh, try that one.
Perfect.
No overlap, no underlap. It is just amazing.
So hopefully every poker chip is the same size, and that'll come in very handy. Then...
Not then.
And then...
No and then.
Yeah, and then... Because I didn't have anything even slightly close for doing, like, the circles for the paper that I tried, the bokeh pattern, found some ink blushers, and they are supposedly, I'll have to give them a good testing and find out how true it is, but they're supposedly washable, reusable, and hopefully won't fall the F apart. And then, because why not? It was one I didn't have, and it was one that, looking on Amazon, they wanted darn near 20 bucks for it.
Yeah.
Had a 50% off coupon for Joanne, so got it for $7. And it just helps get me one more closer to the entire set of 10. So, and it'll go...
Kill me now. See, this is why you should order one of those one-step wire looper pliers from Amazon. Because, link right there. We'll get like 13 cents maybe. I don't know. But...
But, yeah. So then, of course, have to go through the clearance aisle.
Of course.
And my buddy, my pal, Mr. Tim Holtz. Now... Do I really need tissue paper?
Yes.
Tissue wrap that was on clearance for $3.97? No, not really. Do I think it's absolutely cute that it's in a box that has the same type of teeth on it that aluminum foil does? Oh, heck yeah. Will I use it? Probably at some point for painting papers. It's very thin tissue paper. So if you need something that's a plain tissue paper, and if you can find it cheap, sure, it's in a nifty little box. But I don't see anything special compared to going into a dollar store and just getting plain white tissue paper. It might be a little bit...
No, it's just got Timmy's name on it.
No, it might be a little more workable with some of your distress inks and stuff if you're not doing any massive scrubbing or trying to do too much blending. I think you might get a little more distance out of it, just a little bit. But I definitely would not pay full price for it. Only reason I got it is it was on clearance, and I was like, what the heck is that? Well, now I know, and I didn't have to pay full price for it. Yes, I have issues with stamps. And I'm going to meetings, but they're not working. It's just making me want to buy more.
And you know, the funny thing is, she hasn't used hardly any of her stamps.
That's because I can't organize them, because everything I have to try and organize them with, I need to, like, cut parts of it out. And that's tedious and annoying, and I don't have the proper tool, because it just isn't working well. But anywho, found these, and who doesn't like postage stamps that have been stamped?
Oh, I think it's great.
Now, the downside to this, and it's probably a good thing I didn't look at the packaging before I left the store, because then we would have been back over in the Fiskars aisle. This stamp has holes going here and here, because it's supposed to go on a little doodad like that, and it clips on, and it becomes a continuous loop that you can sit there and do that with.
Seriously?
So
God, really?
Now, because Carrie is Carrie, she will need one of those tools in every one of these that she can find.
Yes. Yes.
So you have fair warning.
Kim Marie says, you're supposed to use them?
Exactly, Kim Marie. They're supposed to sit there and look cute, pretty, and you're supposed to pet them.
Yeah. Hint, Lori really likes that, or loves that bokeh technique.
Yeah, the bokeh is fun. I just need, now that I have those little spongy things, I'm going to give it another whirl, not on camera. And
learn to live little.
And see what we can do.
Kelly wants to know, Coffee Cup Crafts with Kelly. She says, Carrie, have you tried the page protectors and a 3-ring binder to store your cling stamps? Blah, blah.
My cling stamps, because they all tend to be semi-small, unless you get like the real long, thin ones for like edging or whatever. They tend to be smaller. I have all mine in old CD cases.
Yeah, they really work nice too. Oh no. Linda says, be careful, Carrie. I have a wall filled with 12 by 12 paper containers full of rubber stamps. It is an addiction I still deal with.
See, my biggest, well, I have 2 major addictions that run neck and neck.
Just 2?
Yeah. Well, I am also a completionist, so don't let me start a set of something, because I have to have them all. Now, the 2 things that you can never get a full set of, if you will, are rubber/cling stamps and paper packs. Now, those 2 things are my weakness. If I see that Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby have those huge 12 by 12 paper packs on sale for 50% off, I don't care that I have more than I care to admit of those paper packs.
In 12 by 12 storage containers,
yeah,
all over the room.
But see, that's what makes them nifty, is that I get to fill up containers, and that just makes my heart feel all warm and happy. And the other thing is that with the rubber stamps or the cling stamps, it's like you see them, they look awesome, you think, oh yeah, I'll use it, but it seems like whenever there's a chance that I can use a rubber stamp, I'll have in my mind what it is I want, and I'll look through, or attempt to look through, because I have no way of organizing like the wooden block ones right now. I can't find, or I do not have what it is in my head that I want to use, and that irritates me to the 10th degree.
It gets her murderous.
Yes. and then, but I also know that the wood block stamps, I mean, I've gotten pretty lucky at Goodwills and such where I've gone in and just cleaned up and gotten a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
But there's always, just the simple things like having the random text blocks, whether it's a cling stamp or a wooden stamp that you can put down. It doesn't matter really what it says because it's more of a background and it's not something that you're supposed to be focusing on. I thought for sure out of all those freaking stamps I'd have something. Nope. But then when I get in a store and see all the prices for the wood stamps, because
it's like, no, I'll just live without it.
It's like, we just bought a house. Can't really justify that $17 stamp, and it's like, well, we're gonna have to wait for that sucker to go on sale or clearance or have a 50% off coupon just to get a wooden stamp. So
you're all about the wooden stamps, but
I love no stamps in general.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was a kid, they didn't do cling stamps, or if they did, I never saw them. It was every stamp I ever saw was a wood stamp. So that's the one I kind of drift towards because that's like a nostalgia thing, even though they're new stamps, new designs. They're not the same ones from 40 years ago. But it's just that wood, that official feeling when you stamp that sucker down. It's that, and you can get acrylic blocks and all that stuff. But I don't know. It's just something about the wood that...
Speaking of stamps... wow. Wanda took almost all of her woodblock stamps and unmounted them and made them cling stamps.
I mean, yeah, for storage and easeability of being able to look through them.
Oh, it definitely
it makes sense. Yeah. I mean, when I found all those Stampin' Up sets at Goodwill, and I was tickled pink that some of them weren't mounted. It wasn't that they weren't mounted; it was that I got to do it.
Yeah,
that just tickled me. But
the fact that you got to stamp them into the wood that you were mounting them to, that was pretty cool. All right. Sherry says, Carrie, you can have my stamp thingy as I don't use it.
Thank you, Sherry. And anybody with stamps that you want to get rid of, and you're just going to give them away or whatever, my address is in the Happy Mail. Just kidding. But yeah, stamps are this girl's best friend, one of them anyway. But yeah. So tonight we are going to be attempting the nail polish painty paper marbling. Now, while we were at Dollar Tree, I had gotten a plastic container to use for this.
Here's a PSA, guys. Don't do it.
Because I didn't want to screw up any of our day-to-day plastic containers, because, quite frankly, after having nail polish in it, I'm not going to, even scrubbed and scrubbed again and scrubbed and scrubbed again, I'm not going to want to put food in it. So, went there, figured for $1, I'll get one if it got destroyed, then whatever. Well, got it, went to put water in it before the show, big hole, big crack in it. It probably broke on the way home because, you look at that stuff the wrong way because it's so thin and rigid, it just...
Yeah.
So, yay.
We got to get you a cheap set of Rubbermaid. They have specials on Amazon all the time.
So I am using the old...
Yes, this is why I can't use it anymore, because when we moved, it got divoted.
Well, it got a little divoted. It's not that bad, and it really wouldn't make that much of a difference because it would be on one side of the jelly plate. The biggest thing is the whatever detergent and the dishwasher here just ate this metal. And that's Wilton for you. So I think when you do start using the new pan,
Hand wash only.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, now, because I had never heard of using nail polish to marble papers with, and I didn't want to pester Lori with 101 questions, went and did some YouTubing to figure out steps or whatever, and came across Pink Poodle. Everybody loves a pink poodle. And she did a demonstration of it, but I don't know that it's the same way that Lori does hers. Pink Poodle uses water and nail polish remover.
Ooh.
She says that the nail polish remover, it should be more nail polish remover than water. And what the nail polish remover does is it keeps the nail polish from setting very quick, which you wouldn't think it would because it's in water. But what do I know?
Man, I gotta tell you, Kelly's getting pissed.
About what?
She's like, thumbs up, folks!
Kelly, have we had too much coffee today? It's okay. Okay. So she used a smaller container. She did like punch outs and just put like nail polish in the center of the container, but she only did little bits. And then would take a pair of tweezers, which I couldn't find mine, so I'm going to use these poor old dogged out plier things. And
didn't we get you a new set of pliers?
I'm not using a new set of pliers to do this.
No, I'm saying, but, you know.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm using the dogged out pair.
Okay, just checking.
Come here.
Hey, T's in the house.
T. So, and she would put some, just a couple dots here and there of a couple of colors and swirl it a little bit with a toothpick, and then take her paper and go down through and back up. And yeah, they turned out great, but I'm thinking, all right, if she's doing it this way, how in the heck is Lori doing hers? Because when we had talked about it, she said, oh no, all you need is water. Don't use a container any bigger than what your paper is, or you're going to have a lot of waste. And that's why I got a smaller container, because I figured I'll cut the paper down and whatever. But thanks Dollar Tree for ruining that. And so now I'm up to a 12 by 12 container.
Hey, we do have 12 by 12 paper.
Yeah, I know. I have a whole ton of it behind me.
I know.
But the other thing that Pink Poodle said was that...
Hey, Mary Ellen.
That she recommended using glossy photo paper, glossy side to actually pick up the nail polish with, ceramic tiles if they were glossy or had a glossy top to them, or acetate.
Gloria just called Mary Ellen Melon.
Yeah, that's her nickname.
That's cute.
So I figured, well, I've got all of those, but I don't believe... I mean, I could be incredibly wrong.
You know, Lori just says, don't you have a Lunchmate type Rubbermaid container? You know,
I do, but they're new, and I'm not...
We've got some older ones,
No,
don't
we got rid of them.
Oh, the ones with the blue cap? Or
Yeah,
blue lid?
somebody said, remove and throw them away. So they never even made the move.
Okay.
So as far as I can tell, this is just regular paper. I mean, I could be wrong. Could be horribly wrong. But so it's like I don't know. Lori, you need to chime in, girly. Do I put nail polish remover in the water? Do I just do little bits and do little cutouts, or do I go whole enchilada and fill this thing up with fingernail polish? And does it have to be glossy?
Yeah, Lori says I think 12 by 12 is just going to be too big.
Well,
I mean, I can go get us something from upstairs.
I mean, do you lay it just on top or do you go down through it?
Yeah, she uses cardstock, or the paper you have is actually from an envelope. And then she said, no! I don't know what the no was for.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Man, T's getting all sassy already, talking about, hope you're rocking a Brazilian, because I'm about to yank your short hairs. I don't know what's wrong with my dog. He just won't stop whining.
They went you know where before I even came downstairs.
Yeah. She says, lay it just on top and it will pick up.
All right, give her the phone number.
Oh, okay.
And do you put fingernail polish remover in your water?
We'll find out.
Yes, we will, because this acetate's 12 by 12. That'll go down in there.
There you go.
Right nicely. Lincoln, go lay down. So, while we're waiting, shake these colors up again.
Well, she called, but then she... No, I don't know. Maybe she called my personal cell. I don't know. Hopefully she'll call back. There we go.
There she is.
Hello, Lori. You're on Epiphany Crafts live stream of the week.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
How you doing?
Okay, it's too hard writing back and forth. I realize that.
Well, we appreciate
okay,
the call.
By the time y'all ask something and I'm typing it and, it's gone. Okay, she'll have to try it. I mean, who knows how it's going to work. Me personally, haven't done it. In a smaller container about the size of your paper is more ideal, because once you put that nail polish in there, you'll see after you do one or two colors, it's going to start going everywhere. So if you got a 12 by 12 container, you're going to have it going off to the left and right, and it's going to go all over. And I think you're going to end up putting so much polish down. Now, it may be okay if you're doing paper to fit, but, I've not done that. I just know how I did it, and I did a small container, a quarter of a cardstock size, and it was perfect. It stayed right there together. I had very little that didn't go on the edges, but, I did it pretty quick. I laid it down, flopped my paper down, let it hit the water, picked it right back up. I did use tweezers to pick it up just because it was not as messy that way.
Gotcha.
And just grabbed the edge and just picked it up.
Now,
just try it. I mean, I've not done 12 by 12, so try it and see what happens. I mean, it's $1 nail polish, right? It's not going to, it could be the best thing ever.
Right.
Or it could be an epic fail. We won't know. We'll do it together. we'll do it together and see what happens.
Do you put nail polish remover in the water?
Nope, not at all. Just straight water.
Okay.
Just have it maybe an inch deep or so.
And
I mean, I don't even know how much difference that makes, but you just want to be able to, as soon as your paper hits the water, it's going to pick up what's on the surface. Just like when we did the Dollar Tree paper marbling.
Okay.
Same exact process. As soon as the paper hits it, you got it. So you don't have to let it sit in the water 5 minutes. Just let it hit the water, pull it right back up.
And have you ever tried doing like acetate or the glossy paper?
No, just cardstock. That's all I've done.
Okay.
Because back a long time ago, when nail polish marbling of small things was real popular, I did that and did small things, but I didn't care for it at all. I don't know why. This worked great when I used to do like small things. It's like the nail polish just got hard before I could even dip a thing or two in there. This stayed fluid. I was really surprised. So just open up one and start gently pouring. I mean, don't dump the whole bottle in there.
Where's the fun in that, Lori?
Stream. All right, go ahead and open that one. And don't try to use your dipper. Just pour it from the bottle.
There's like a 30-second delay, so she's already done that in real life.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, you're good. I just didn't want you to...
I'm getting ready to see her pour it now. Okay. Yeah, just let it... Well, I guess like you say, she's already done it. Yeah. Okay, now add another color. Is she already on to other colors?
We've got to get you on Skype, Lori. Because then you
can... I know.
Then you can do it real time with us.
Exactly, because I don't like this delay. It's crazy. It's crazy. And what I also do, once you get several, take your little sticks you got there or whatever, and just very gently, you can marble it around a little bit. You don't want to do it much, or it's all gonna dissipate. But you can marble just a little bit. Yeah, I would do a little more than that. That was a lot of skipping on that one. I would make sure it's like pouring the whole time.
Yeah, it's spreading.
But like we said, you just have to try it and see. We never know. But I love the dark colors. Like it was either navy blue or black, something like that, and then bright, vivid colors with it. Oh my goodness, they were awesome.
Mm. Yeah, this
Let's
is
see,
looking
had
really
it been
good.
on a small one, you're gonna have to use a lot of polish for doing this that big pan like that.
Well, the good news about it is you can get different pulls from it by putting the paper in different locations.
Yeah, maybe. But you got to be quick. You got to be quick.
Yeah.
You got to be quick, because once you put your paper down there, it will all come flying to that area. I don't know that she'd be able to put like a piece in the right and a piece down the bottom. Could, it could. I don't know, because like I said, I've not done this big pan like that. That's pretty. That's real pretty.
Mm.
All right. We're going to try a little
stick it.
No, we're going to actually leave it.
Mm-hmm. It smells really good, actually.
No.
I like the smell of nail polish.
I can't stand it. Usually my daughter will open up a bottle and get that crap out of here. And then she comes in and sees me with a dozen bottles open. She says, I never want to hear it again about me taking nail polish out. But my house did stink for a couple of days. It was horrible. There, and then just go through it. Just a little pull.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I guess she's already done it, huh?
Oh, you just wait. You just wait.
It's weird. It's like it has skin to
But
it.
she's not. Did she twirl it? I mean, did she swirl it?
No, because I liked it the way it was.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, it stuck right to it.
I like that. I don't know what you're gonna do with it.
I don't know either, dear.
Oh, you had acetate in there. Mm. Oh, gotcha. I thought you were waiting and going to put paper. Oh, that is cool. Yeah. And see, now you can, once it dries, you can cut it into whatever sizes you want.
Yeah.
There you go. Renee says, wicked!
And I wonder if it's going to come off that acetate, or will it just dry? Will it just dry solid? I mean, dry hard and not come off.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Because I know even on paper, if I touched it when it was wet, it would come off on my fingers just like wet nail polish would. It wouldn't come off the paper, but it would come off in my fingers. Well, that's cool. Yeah, see, that's really cool. Yeah, but on mine, I swirled them around and kind of marbled them. But like I say, it's all on what you want to do.
Laura Mack in the chat room says, that looks fantastic, Carrie.
Thanks, Laura.
Yeah, that is cool.
I'm going to go put water in.
So,
right, tell Manny, that's exactly right. It does dry really, really fast.
Yeah. So, Lori, I'm surprised.
And now, huh?
Oh,
what,
sorry.
What?
I was going to ask you. I was surprised you haven't asked about my interview today.
I talked to you about it.
Yeah, but we're on the air now, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, please. So why did you think you had one question that you didn't do well on?
Well, it's not that I didn't do well.
What was the question?
The question was, well, just a little backstory for any of you that aren't Lori in the chat room watching the live stream. I had my third interview with a potential new company.
Yay.
And, you know, I've already spent like 3 hours on the phone interviewing for this job. And I really...
They say they keep coming back for more. Yeah.
Right? I really think I'll do good at it. It'll allow me to use more of this and, you know, less of the pigeonholed, you know, help desk game or whatever. Anyway, so I had my third interview today. This was with the head of HR. And... Mom's giving me shit. She's like, "Oh, so you talked to Lori about your interview, but not your mother."
I told you about that.
I know.
Well, that's funny.
I was so... All right,
tell her I did feel very special, though. I really did.
Well, yeah, Lori had talked to me right before, I think, and that's why I still had her name up on my
I had
Facebook.
been following from the jump ahead of your mom. That's the only reason why.
But anyway, no, my nerves were a wreck during and after the interview, so I went out and went to Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch, had some wings, and
beer. Some wings and beer.
Hey, it was during work hours. I'd never do that.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
okay.
I would never have 2 IPAs at work. No.
But you weren't at work. You know, you were at a restaurant.
Well, yeah, I was on my lunch hour, but
anyway, go ahead,
I digress. So one of the questions she asked was, you know, give me an experience that you led a project and basically tell me all about it. And, you know, talk about the details, the metrics, all of that stuff. And it's like, I've rarely been given full reign on a project in my day-to-day life. Now, for my old podcast network, and of course, Epiphany Craft, I manage pretty much everything, you know, website, production, all that stuff. And so I didn't really feel it appropriate to mention that stuff, even though I could be much more detailed. It's not something I was paid to do. It's something I did because I wanted to. But yeah, so she said that she's going to, you know, reach out and regroup with the person I had the first and second interview with, and then decide the next steps. So hopefully I'll get a call or an email shortly. I'm not ignoring you, Mother.
I was surprised that HR got more into the technical interview. I thought when she was going to call you, this was going to be a package offer. You know, I was surprised that she did more of the technical questions.
You know, I was really hoping. I mean, I respect that she gave a lot of the questions. And, you know, and so at the end of the interview, she said, do you have any questions about this role or anything like that? And, you know, I really wanted to have new questions, but because of the 3 hours I've already 3 hours I've already interviewed, I kind of like the people I interviewed with were great and answered so many of my questions. So, but yeah, hopefully I'll hear something back. I really look forward to doing it.
I know you will. I just wish that you knew if there was other people, but you say they've had this opening since January, right?
Yeah. And I know the person I originally interviewed with had already taken 50-hour-long interviews and couldn't find anyone who could do it. Just pretty much because of the communication skills and the welcoming personality. So,
that's right. So that's why I knew you'd have them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Carrie is
oh good.
In
She's
better
going
sorts.
Smaller.
She's smartened up and has used the vessel I got her.
That's right.
So apparently Jada says that I better look out behind me because Mama B is going to sneak up on me, and I don't see no Mama behind me. Do you see any mamas behind me?
I haven't gotten word to break the
I
spoon
knew we
out
were going
yet,
to get in trouble over that one, PJ.
I know. Well, you know, sorry, Ma. I would have, you know, spent all the time in the world chatting with you. I had the shakes. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me, but sometimes I get my nerves get the best of me. And I
was talking to you the very day you had just hung up. That's how I got to find out.
Yeah.
I talked to you immediately after it happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wouldn't have just called me up and say, hey, guess what?
No.
Don't feel bad, Melissa. It wasn't like that. I happened to be at the right place at the right time.
And I didn't actually call you today. I just messaged you on Facebook. But
yeah. I mean, that's all we do is message. Yeah. We PM. I can with anybody.
Yeah, Kieran says, "Hi, what's the call number? We'd love to have you on the call, but I don't know that it would do more than one call at a time." But
I know. I'll have to hang up.
you're helping
I'm
Carrie.
glad she's in the smaller thing.
I can't wait to see how that
This is
works
really
out.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now you see the difference in the large and the small already.
Yeah.
You know,
It's more
it's
saturated.
just easier when you have a smaller confined spot.
Yeah. But I really like the way this is looking so far.
Oh, yeah. It's so pretty. And then some of those, like that light pink would be pretty on there.
Ooh.
But I had glitter. I had kinds with metallic. I just had a variety of polishes, and I put them all in there together. That's pretty.
It stinks.
I like it.
And I remember why I do not do my nails.
Come on.
Oh, and I had such a mess on my hands because after about the 30th page, I started picking up with my fingers instead of the tweezers. And then when I was done, my hands were full of nail polish, and I had some supposedly high-dollar professional acetone nail polish remover, and it wouldn't even cut it. It was horrible. It was a mess.
Wow.
It's just sticking to the stick.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Now you're going to twirl this one?
I tried, but it stuck to the stick.
Oh, so that's what you need, a real pointy. I looked at those and wondered were they going to be too thick. You need something you need something really, really pointy, very sharp.
Ooh.
For that very reason. And as long as it took you to put that much in there, it does. You have to do it a little faster is what I'm trying to say, because it does dry quick.
Kim Marie asked, doesn't it sink? Sorry, I've been listening and drawing.
No, it stays on the surface pretty much.
Yeah.
It turned out pretty good, I guess.
I had some that, like, if you just dropped a drop or two, it would just sink. But when you swirl it all around, oh, that's pretty. And see, instead of getting a towel and getting all that excess up like she did, sometimes I would take another sheet and start laying on there and letting all that residual get on a new sheet, and then after the different colors, just kept doing it.
Oh,
so that
wow.
sheet ended up being really cool, too.
Yeah, Carrie was actually doing that as you said it. She's using a strip.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and just keep getting that little residual on another piece of paper, and you can just keep doing it.
There you go.
Whatever's left each time, and you'll end up with a whole kinds of different colors.
Yeah. Well, give it about 30 seconds. She'll see what she did.
There you go. I see it now. This is funny having this delay.
And Kim Marie says, that's
Well, look,
Purty.
she's doing great. She's got it down. I'm going to let y'all go so somebody else can chat.
All right,
Thank you,
Lori, my
Lori.
This has
dear.
been fun. But this is the greatest thing about being able to call, because whenever somebody's doing something, you can't answer questions and type and all that quick enough to be able to help anybody. So it really is nice that we can call in, and even though we got a little delay there, it's better than trying to type. Imagine if I had to type all these words I've been saying.
Oh God, yeah, that would be that would
just be terrible. We'd still be over here till next week. Yeah, I can't say anything short and sweet and quick.
Well, we love you,
right, well,
Lori,
I will
and we're
talk to y'all
glad.
later.
We're
Love
very
y'all.
glad that you called in.
Thank you.
Well, oh, you're welcome, Dawn. They're turning out great. I knew you would. I knew you haven't. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
And that was Lori McGarity, folks. We love Lori.
I'm going to try adding a little fingernail polish.
A little.
Well, Pink Poodle said...
It should be more.
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of costly.
Yeah, it was $1.
True.
All right, so let me figure out what colors I want to do. We'll have them open, and we'll move a little faster, hopefully.
I say you do all of the colors in the Epiphany Craft Studio logo.
I don't have all those colors.
Well, whose fault is that?
Yours and Dollar Tree.
Yeah. Hey, I picked out some good. I said I thought good flavors. No, not flavors, dumbass. I picked out some good colors.
I don't know, honey. I think you've been eating some of this nail polish.
The The snozberries taste like snozberries.
We'll do some.
Yeah, Manny, M-A-N-I-E, Manny, right?
We will go with yours.
Okay. Manny says, hopefully I'm saying the name right. Carrie, I have used wash styrofoam meat trays to do this. Then you can throw them out. Oh, that's a good idea. Because we use like ground turkey all the time, and it comes right in them.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I have issues with germs and stuff.
T says, he's been in the weed again, pothead. Actually, no, I have not. I don't smoke weed anymore. That was long time ago. Nope, no more than any other thing. Ooh, honey, I like that.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't upset my mother. I didn't mean to.
I'm used to you usually telling somebody else something and neglecting to tell me at all.
Well, see, that's the thing. After the call was done, I did two things. I wrote a message, and then I copied the message. I wrote the message to you, and I copied it to Lori, because I figured, same message, why type it twice? Efficiency. And so I did that, and you know, then I basically messaged my coworker Jules. It was like, lunch? And he's like, yeah, let's go. So I just left. All right, Manny. Okay, M-A-N-N-Y, just spelled differently. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Maney or something like that. So yeah, I didn't really intentionally, you know. Ixnay on the Otpay Octay. There's nothing to hide. If I get the job, I'm going to have to go for a urinalysis test, and I'm going to pass it. It's not a problem. Anyway, moving on. So it wasn't anything personal, Ma. I just wasn't in any shape to sit down and chatty. It's just, you know. Yeah, anyway. Ooh. Oh, holy crap. That is gorgeous.
We need a strip-bitty-doo-dah.
Oh, Kieran, you can call back in if you'd like, because, you know, the line is free. Mama B says, Black Cherry Sunday. And yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
It's just little remnants.
Hey, Joyce is in the house. Hello, Joyce. Meredith Green. Gloria says, never seen PJ this nervous on a stream. Here's the thing. I'm not nervous now. I was nervous as hell earlier, and I haven't felt right since. But no, I'm not nervous. This is my jam.
Yeah, there was almost no stream because somebody wasn't feeling good.
Oh, I was feeling like utter crap. I still am, just not as bad. I had a good poo.
Have you ever heard of TMI, dear? Even I don't want to hear that.
You had a good poo when you got home.
Yeah, but I didn't feel it necessary to share that with our viewing audience.
Well, you're not as nice and caring as me.
That And it's usually more of a big deal when I poop because I go for days. Because I have a screwed up body. Screwed up. This green is just so green. Not a fan.
Lori says, "Oh, that is great news, BJ." I don't know what she's praising there, but I'm afraid to ask.
A little scary.
Gloria says, "Well, PJ, you were talking faster than usual a bit ago there." Thank you. Oh, man. Manny says, TMI, Duffy, TMI. And Lori says, "Well, I was just about to say I was jealous because I hadn't had a poop in a week." Oh, God. How? That would kill me.
Days go by.
I don't know how y'all do it.
Well, it's not that I want to. Not like I'm like, yeah, I'm going to hold that one until Wednesday at 6:13.
Yeah, well, it's not always that predictable. It's, you know, regularity is a good thing.
Fumes are.
What she said was, "These fumes are horrible," but she trailed off a little bit.
Because I'm getting ready to pass the hell out.
Bless you, Lincoln.
Ew, that looks like clown vomit.
Yes, it does. Then again, I kind of figured it would when you started.
Well, I was trying to use that green, but I really don't have a lot to do with the green. Because it's green.
Yeah, well.
And green is, it's not my favorite color.
Oh, no. Joyce has not been feeling good.
I'm sorry to hear that, Joyce.
She's on antibiotics, and the doctor says they're working. Lori actually liked that one. She says, "Ooh, that's pretty. Springy colors."
Ugh. No.
And she says an open paper clip would help with the stirring.
Yeah, I'm trying a wood dowel thing, but
It's too much surface area. It gets attracted to it. Hey, Darby.
there we go. Got some more of it up. It looks a little better in smaller doses.
Yeah. So we've got a live training thing going on late July down at Turtle Island Preserve with Eustace Conway, and that's the end of July, like I said. And
yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna be doing a lot of paper cutting between now and then.
well, yeah, it would probably be a wise move.
You think?
Yeah, well, I know you should definitely be prepared.
But where's the fun in that?
No stress because you've got like a week before we need to go and you have nothing prepared. You know,
But that's the way I usually roll.
yeah, but you're usually a stressful ball of fun.
I think that's why my stomach was bothering me earlier, because I had a meeting at work for stupid stuff. And it was from 8:30 this morning and scheduled to go until noon, which, yay. And everything that they were saying in there contradicted everything that I deal with on a day-to-day. And I think it was all the pent-up stress of keeping my mouth shut and not getting fired that upset my stomach.
We've actually got a caller. Caller, you're live on Epiphany Craft.
This is Karen.
Hey, Karen. How you doing?
I'm going to put you on speakerphone so you can talk to my mom, too.
Oh, hello. Okay.
Hello, Mom.
Hey, Ma.
Hello. Hi. So Mom and I have been having a blast doing the acrylic pours, which is one of those things that I learned watching Melissa, among other people, and I just want to thank everybody that has, been spending your time showing how you do stuff, because we have had a blast. It's been turning out really well, and it's because all you guys have shown us how to do it.
Aw. Well, that's why we do what we do. Carrie likes to art, and we both like to teach. We like to show people how to do things.
Well, and the first thing I was showing what Carrie's doing right now, and the first thing out of Mom's mouth was, "Oh, I want to have to try that."
Well, send pictures to the flock. I'm assuming you guys are on the flock, yes?
Yeah, Karen's on there.
Okay.
I am. I'm going to get Mom on. She's still kind of adjusting to this whole internet thing. They're on Facebook, but kind of reluctantly. My dad keeps saying how much he hates it, but he logs on to see, what the cousins and the nieces and nephews and so forth are doing.
I mean, that's why I use it, because all my friends and family are on it. And if they're not my friends and family. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It was a joke, people.
That makes me family, right?
There you go.
So if anybody wants to see it, my Karen Bot channel has some videos. I still haven't got the software to string all the little pieces together, so they're all named things like Video 12A, Video 12B, Video 12C. Yeah. But you can see us doing some of our pouring and tipping and how it came out after it dried and everything, and we're really pleased. So again, thank you for everything. The one that Melissa did inspired me to really try a swipe next, because I bought that one that looks like a tree with the sunset behind it. Ooh. And everybody admires it. Yeah. I want to try that next.
Well, Carrie's done some swipes herself. If you look back at the live streams we did over the winter,
I don't think I have.
You've done some swipes.
I don't think I have.
You have. I know you have.
I don't remember doing swipes.
I can't place my finger on it right now, but I've seen you do it.
Okay, you say so.
If it's in the video, then we can prove it one way or another.
There you go.
Now, I want to ask you, all of your Epiphany Craft studios have the same thumbnail. It makes it hard to find the one that you want.
I know.
Why don't you put a little picture on there somewhere?
That's because I'm a horrible art bitch. That's just... I get so busy during my day job, and I get so just completely wiped out by the end of the day that I don't want to do anything. So I don't usually.
But YouTube puts one on for you.
Look.
I'm looking.
Look.
It's very pretty. YouTube puts the one I want on, and I basically give a custom thumbnail to it. But I agree. We need. I mean, for the produced videos, I do thumbnails for all of them. But we haven't done any produced videos since January.
Ooh, look at that. I'm looking over at Carrie's, I guess you'd call it polish marbling.
Yes.
It's a good name for it.
At least that's what Laurie calls it.
Ooh, sparkly.
Gotta have the sparkle.
We like bling. That was Mom.
Yeah, bling is good.
So anyway, that was the main thing that I called about. I'm sure somebody else wants to call in. Do you have any questions for my mom from Kansas?
Not that I can think of.
Has she always been this weird, Mom?
I can't tell because I'm just like her.
Well, that means you're automatically cool in my book.
The apple was, I guess it's more appropriate to say the nut doesn't fall far from the tree.
And she needs to break out some, like, incriminating baby pictures.
If you're in my Facebook, you can see some of my funny pictures from, like, my horrible prom from high school, and there's plenty of incriminating pictures over there. It really is. It's the most horrible prom you've ever seen in your life.
No, it isn't. Not the worst.
When they took the picture that I posted, it had grown out, so it's got this horrible 1920s flat top and then the perm. It's egregious.
Was this an 80s prom or a 90s prom?
It wasn't a prom. It was just a picture. I don't think I went to my senior prom. I went to my junior prom. But, yeah, I graduated in 1980, so per force, all of my high school pictures are 70s and 80s. Oh, yeah, that dates me.
That's great.
It puts you in the same sandbox as me, so I know the pain. The corduroys, the brown, everything's brown.
The bell bottoms.
Yeah, I think I'm wearing a brown jacket in the one with the perm. It's and a turtleneck. One of those horrible big turtlenecks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey.
I actually like the pictures from my junior year a lot better. And the ones from junior high in the 70s. But, yeah. And then I proceeded to spend the next 11 years in college, off and on. So I actually it was better than if I'd graduated early because I stuck around long enough to pick up some computer stuff, and so that's how I ended up in the job that I have now. If I'd graduated right in 1984, then I probably would have missed most of it, so it all worked out.
Yeah, it did.
Want to hear something incredibly creepy?
Sure.
I graduated in 98.
Ooh.
Kid.
You're just a kid.
I am just, well, 37. I don't know if I could be considered a kid, physically anyway.
Well, when you're 50, what am I, 56? Then 37 will seem pretty much like a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
looking
just had a
around.
birthday, so I had to check with Mom.
I had to look around at some of these people that were in this meeting that are like the part of management, and it's like, oh my God, when did you graduate high school? It looks like you just did. They're so young.
Class of 09, hooyah!
And it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I don't know that I would trust you to be management because it looks like you're too busy worrying about your tan. Because this guy was tan, not like the kind of tan you get from cutting your grass or doing yard work. This is the kind that he probably goes to a tanning bed and does it, and it's like, yeah, you got problems, major problems.
I suppose it could be a surfer dude.
Not Maryland.
Maryland.
You don't have surfer dudes in Maryland?
We don't have the
coast,
wake.
Right?
We don't, I mean, the Atlantic just does not have the wake.
Mm-mm.
I see.
I mean, you've got people that try, but it's very rare.
It's more like bodyboards or
Yeah.
whatever, riding the surfing.
Yeah. So I like this purple-blue thing you got going on here. Are you going to add some gold?
Yeah, that's what that sparkle is right there. It's
Oh, I
gold.
see it now.
It's glittery.
Yeah. Do you have any holographic fingernail polishes?
No, the Dollar Tree didn't have any. I think I probably had some at one point, but I don't know where they are.
Yeah, those are usually more expensive. The Dollar Tree doesn't usually have them. But you can get some pretty good glittery ones at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know how well or if I would even like this, so I only got a few. That, and it's like all the colors are in the same family, like purples and blues and pinks and reds. They didn't have, a
You have a green.
Yeah, but that green is, woo! Yeah, that green wasn't good.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to seeing how this one turns out.
Well, there you go. I like
Here it
that it's
comes.
on the book text because it
Yeah,
peeks
she's doing it
through.
on book paper.
Yep.
I should try it on Yupo.
Mom says you should try it on Yupo.
Well, the glossy paper that I was using is very close to Yupo. Very, very close to Yupo.
But this is basically a painty paper.
How about some rice paper? That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It's very textury.
Well, they're doing the kind of, the inexpensive painty paper stuff, without buying the expensive Yupo and stuff like that. And it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell if anybody else is wanting to call in? Because I don't want to monopolize.
I haven't seen any calls coming in. Not recently, no.
Okay. So I saw Melissa was in the chat. Is she going to come on camera with us?
She is not on the stream tonight. She's on our Friday stream, Cranky Crafters, usually.
Oh, that's right. This is Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, actually, my week starts at Wednesday, so I actually have to work at 6:30. So
Ooh.
you'll probably be up there, and when, of course, that's 6:30 California time. You're 3 hours further along, I think.
Yeah, it's
But,
9:16 p.m. here.
Yeah. So I didn't watch the beginning of the stream. Do you have Oxtal or something in there, or wallpaper paste, or
I didn't.
anything to help float?
No, I didn't have anything in there at first, and it was working fine. But I wanted to see how it would work. I put some nail polish remover into the water because one of the streams I had watched,
Pink Poodle Crafts?
Pink Poodle.
Oh, Stacy, yeah.
Yeah, Stacy's awesome.
She said that when she does it, her water is mostly fingernail polish and some water, and it keeps it from getting that like a skin to it as quick, and it did help a little bit.
Did it help enough for it to be worth it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because I was able to just move that little bit out away from the side of the container, where before, when it was just straight water, it would have just attached to that stick, and I wouldn't have been able to pull it out and then pull it up. If that makes any sense.
I see. I've been wanting to do water marbling with the inks, and so I actually bought some of the wallpaper paste stuff and the Oxtal, which is the official stuff that is supposed to make it easier to comb the paints into the, like you got a comb, and it makes those water marbling patterns.
Right.
But I haven't actually done it yet. I've got the supplies.
That's half the battle right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we have been having a blast doing the acrylic pours.
Yeah, I can't wait for us to get back into them. I want Carrie to do a really big one that's in basically 3 different panels for the living room, but she hasn't felt the need for pouring lately. I think it's more like it's kind of like how Rita's Italian Ice is a summer thing, and cakes and strudels are a winter thing. I think that's kind of what pouring is for her. It's a strudel.
It's not only that, it's all of the pouring paint is still boxed up, and it's also the fact that don't really have a huge amount of room to be taken up by whatever I have poured on drying, And with it being as cold as it is down in this basement, it will take it forever to dry. That, and I'm afraid I'm going to make a mess. Whereas before, at the other place, I didn't care. Here, on the other hand, if I get globs of my luck black paint on the carpet, I'm going to be upset. So
it's
I'm going to
carpet.
pass on a tip from one of the other acrylic pour artists that I watched. You can order online from Amazon, and they'll actually ship it Amazon Prime. And it's this pan that people get to put underneath their washers in case there's water that dribbles down and to protect the floors. And they're about 3 or 4 inches deep, and they're big enough to set a washer on. And you can get that and put like saran wrap in the bottom of it if you don't want it to get manky too fast. And you can set that out on a table, and you've got like a 4-inch lip all the way around. And then you can do fairly big paintings over that. And it was only about like $16, $18 delivered.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at them now. They've got some pretty good ones. Eastman makes one for $17.39, and it's on sale. It was $22.
Well,
right. So that kind of contains it.
Yeah, I kind of want to try one of those really big ones. I think her name is Melly D.
Yeah.
Melly something.
Yeah. She
where she does like huge cups of paint on these huge canvases and just slides this stuff all around. But I'd rather do that outside.
Yeah. We really need to get a fire pit going for the fall, but also in the backyard, I'd like to get or make a really nice picnic table. So you can use it and abuse it for art.
Well, see, I'd rather have a picnic table for eating crabs.
I agree with you there, especially since what is it, Conrad's Crabs? I did follow them based on a suggestion from Janelle and one of our buddies, and they've got like buy a dozen, get a half a dozen for free. They have specials like that almost every day.
What's that a special on?
Blue crabs, Maryland blue crabs.
Oh, we're talking food here.
Yes. Hey,
Always.
Holly.
Always.
Well,
What's a better
I'm
drink?
actually going to let you go because I need to eat a little bit before I actually have to clock into work.
All right.
Well, thanks for calling in, and hi, Mom.
Hi.
So I've been having a real ball having her visit. Unfortunately, she goes home next week, but we've got a little bit more time. And if you're interested, go to my KieranBot channel, station, whatever you call it, and you can see some videos showing what we came up with.
I'll have to take a look.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for letting me call in, and I'll get off the horn here so somebody else can lather on. Hopefully not as long as I did, but it's been really fun talking with you guys.
It's been great talking to you, Kieran. Thanks again for calling in.
And there's the off button.
Oh, good stuff. Hello, Holly. How you doing? Yeah, I'm a really bad art bitch. I haven't made a theme song for you yet. I know. I've written it down this time, though. I have. You're first on my list. Yes, Lori, I just posted a link to Kieran's YouTube link, so it's right up there. Yeah, I can smell it over here. Like, I don't know how the heck you're doing it. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the door.
Yeah. That's the downside to not having a lot of color choices. Kind of feel like I've done all the combinations I can. So, I don't know what to do. And I do have Fingernail polish everywhere. Yay. I wonder how long it'll take those things to dry. Stuff stinks. Cut up some. Acetate. And I don't know if PJ mentioned it, but there will not be a Cranky Crafters on Friday, as we will be in Delaware watching our youngest graduate from high school. So that'll be fun. Ain't that right on, huh?
Uh-huh. What?
That we won't be doing a Cranky Crafters.
No. We'll make an announcement later.
I already did.
I know.
Gotta bribe the dogs to come in.
Who wants a chew? Who wants a sausage?
You realize they weren't out there very long, right?
Yeah, I'll leave the door open.
Well, then why did you...
I didn't want to hold it. What? What's wrong? I didn't want to hold the sausage.
You could have sat them on your desk.
I didn't want to do that. Anyway, yes, no, we will not be having a show on Friday because Mom is unavailable yet again. And so are we. It is my son, Lori.
Mine graduated a few years ago.
Good night, Manny. Nice seeing you again. Ooh, Sherry made a live stream about doing some pours on Sunday.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, well, that works out good for Lori. She won't be in town anyway.
She'll be down there getting into shenanigans.
Yeah, in South Carolina.
Yep.
Carolina.
All right.
We got to come up with a theme song for Lori, too.
All blue.
My favorite colors.
Blue?
Well, yeah.
Since when?
I love blue. Blue is always my, I mean, come on, my favorite color is Payne's gray. which for anyone who's not of the knowing is actually really nice blue-gray.
You used to say, I like green and orange.
No. No. Blue has always been my favorite. Thank you very much.
Lies.
Lori says, oh my, what on earth might that be? I don't know. I don't have a theme song, Holly. I need to make one. I know. I explained this earlier on how I'm such a bad art bitch. I'm just tired. I get my soul sucked all day long.
Don't we all?
Yeah. And then by the time I get home, none of us wants to do anything. I gotta bribe Carrie with an alcoholic beverage just to get dinner.
Yeah, right.
I'm kidding.
Keep it up, be lucky you get fed again.
Well, I could stand to lose a few pounds. I know. I've gotten it written down. Like, I kid you not, I've got a sticky note on my screen.
Oh.
No, it's a sticky note on my screen. As a matter of fact, there it is. I just moved it over from one monitor to the other. Theme song for Kelly, Holly, number 1 on the list, 1 for Mom, and 1 for Lori. So, that's that.
That is that, huh?
Lori says, this is supposed to be fun and relaxing, not more work, PJ. Don't fret over it. See, that's the thing. I enjoy the fun of making the stuff. That means I have to actually go downstairs and use my computer. And I gotta say, I haven't had any problems since I used the Ethernet cable. So I'm glad I was wrong. I didn't have to wipe out the computer, even though I had to disable the Windows updates because it still won't install that update. So technically, I do still have to wipe out my computer, but I'm not thinking I need to do it anytime soon. I really like how that's turning out.
Yeah, we'll give it a minute. I'll muck it up. All right. Get in there.
Doing more of the good stuff, huh?
Yeah, we'll see what happens as I get it all over my fingers.
Holly asks, is that all nail polish?
Yes, ma'am.
It is nail polish on top, water, and nail polish remover on the bottom.
There's that one.
I like it. Kelly had to make some dinner, but she's back.
Welcome back.
WB.
This poor table's got nail polish all over it.
Well, I guess it's a good thing it's not the good desk that I'm going to design for us. It's going to be great. I've actually got an idea in my head. Essentially, I'm going to make 2 L-shaped desks. One is going to go here and then here, and then the other side will be just the opposite. And it'll give us room for storage. It'll give us room, 2 different workspaces for working on. Plus, I still want to do an elevated monitor stand so we can put the monitors right in front of us. And I think that'll be really good because why not? And I'd like to make it modular to the fact that I can easily remove the tabletop and then, refinish it or move it. Or heck, maybe we can install another style of tabletop like glass or metal, depending on what you want to do. I don't know. It's all...
Well, my desk could have an entire tempered glass surface, and I would be tickled freaking pink.
Yes, but you know how often you drop shit on your desk.
Tempered glass. I've dropped stuff on this. I have dropped this. So...
And I cringe every time.
Nanny, nanny, boo.
I think I'm gonna make your desk with an insert, like basically with an inset that will fit a tempered glass piece. And
but the downside to that is the more nooks and crannies you have, the harder it's going to be for me to get glitter and stuff out of it. Because you know there will be glitter.
There most certainly will, yes. Linda says, "That's what I got today, Carrie." Yeah, she was saying earlier in the chat room that she got an entire glass piece for her desktop.
Nice.
Color me jealous.
And then underneath of it, I would find like those big measuring surfaces that they have for like dressmakers or even Joann's that have all the different grids and stuff.
Yeah.
And put that underneath of it so it would be just like this to where you'd be able to measure, but it would also give you that glass that you can sit there and do all kinds of nifty things.
Nice. Linda says she put cloud wallpaper under the glass.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love this thing. It's yeah. I've said that a million times, and I will say it a million more.
Well, it was a good buy.
Yes.
I mean, well worth it. And, well worth it to the point where Mom went out and got one of hers. And that's after she just bought one for herself. And, yeah. Well worth it.
Yep.
So I had a good experience today. I told you guys earlier about how at the end of July we're going down to the Turtle Island Preserve, and we're going to be working with Eustace Conway and his camping students.
Mm-hmm.
Hold that thought, damn dog.
Do you want me to go?
No.
Okay.
Get in. Lucy, come here. You just can't have open doors in this house, can we?
Nope.
All right, let me retort. Before I was rudely interrupted, I was talking about Eustace Conway. Yeah, so we're going down to see Eustace at the end of July, and we're going to be recording Carrie's training course for paper beads and things like that. It'll be a fully produced video, and we're also going to do an interview with Eustace himself. So that's going to be super cool. And Mom is actually going to be teaching down at the preserve as well. So I'm going to be recording that for her as well. And so I kind of needed the ability to have two separate angles. So I want like a wide shot, and I want a close-up shot. And the close-up, it's kind of how we do the produced videos now, where we've got the webcams that do the far shots, and then we've got the detail shot, which is like right in your face. So we needed another DSLR camera that could do 1080p video. So looking around, and I could get like a brand new T6 Canon T6 DSLR bundle with like two different lenses, and it was like $357. And sure, it's a good camera. I mean, we've got the T6S. We freaking love it, and all of the produced videos you see are from that camera. All of the what the hell are they called? The macro shots, the close-ups. They're all from that camera. And oh god, those fumes! Oh.
Yeah, sit over here with your face in it.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. But so I was looking on Let Go or OfferUp or one of those mobile apps that allow you to sell and buy stuff. Kind of like the new wave of Craigslist. And I found this red and black Canon T5 that already has two lenses. And I don't care about the lenses because I've got lenses of my own, and then Dad gave me lenses from his old camera, and they still work great on the new stuff. So went out and it was a steal. It was like $200, and it came with the case, SD card, battery, charger, a really nice like 75 to 300 millimeter zoom lens. So that'll be really cool for. Oh, I don't know. I'll never use it for art. But like when Kelly was playing football, it would have been great to get that because, would have been able to zoom. But anyway, it was $200. So I went out and I met the guy, and he was 20 minutes late. But, you know, traffic. And it was great. I picked it up, handed him the money after checking the camera out, and, you know, I have a new camera now. So I've got a camera for shooting the B-roll, and then I'll use my T6 for the close-up shots. And between the two, we'll be able to do the interview and the produce videos for the training, for the teaching quite well. So I'm really excited about that. We're all prepared, except for the cutting of paper, and that's on you, Carrie.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me.
Ooh, it's glittery.
Yep. I think it'll be nifty once it's dry.
And yeah, we should, I should make I really got to set up some kind of wood shop. Cause I'd love to see me make a shadow box for that and, just use that behind like a light, like an LED light.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be rocking. Thank you, Gloria. She says, that sounds great, PJ. Yeah, now I just got to find my good camera, because I have no idea where it is. I think it might be in the coat closet.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
you already looked there.
I thought I did.
But there again, your version of looking is if it doesn't jump up and smack you, you can't find it.
I'll have to relook, okay?
Okay.
Minis says, Patrick, you need a Y3000. What do tell is that? Forget it. Let me Google it. Y3000. Oh, what the heck is this? Do you mean this? What? It's 8 megapixels. It's horrible. It's composite video. It's cute. It's small.
Well, sometimes cute is all that matters.
But it only does 720p.
I need you to be an art bitch for a minute.
All right, I will return.
Pick the water thing up, go dump it. Need that.
Damn it.
Not spill the water. Did you rinse it out?
I put it upside down on the tub.
Yeah, that rinses it. The little water elves will come out and rinse it out for you later. Yeah.
I could watch you do this for hours. Oh, wait, I just did. Not a joke, just a realization, an observation, so to speak.
Mm. Little itty bitty. Get the floaters out of there.
There you go. So it looks like the Y3000 is a spy camera. And it's the smallest 720p camcorder in the world. I mean, it would be cute to kind of get, and Banggood has it for $18.03. So, nifty. I mean, it's 720p. That's... all right. It's cute. I might try to snag one.
Mm.
Lori says, Carrie, are you having fun?
I'm so punch drunk on these fumes, I can't even tell you.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Pia says, I think that's Pia, right?
What, minis?
Minis.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Pia says, sorry, I'm so bad with names.
Pia or Mia?
I think it's Pia.
Okay.
On a serious note, have you thought about getting the Mevo or a Mevo Plus, Patrick? No. Let me refresh my image. Okay, so the Mevo Plus is a live event, full 1080p streaming. Oh, it actually does 4K, it looks like. That is hot stuff right there. And if it's compatible with Android and iOS, I would be willing to bet that that it would work as an RTSP stream, which is what this camera is right here, which is why we've got a little bit of delay. It's completely wireless. It would be pretty cool, but I don't know if it would be what we need. We're using really high-class webcams for what we use now for the live streams. Like Carrie's got a Logitech Brio, which is the retail on it is $199. We did not pay that because, well, we found a steal on it at Micro Center in Towson, which we love. But and I am using Carrie's old C920 from Logitech. I gotta say, if you guys want a good streaming camera on the cheap, the C920 or the C915, they really will not do you wrong. As a matter of fact, the C915 is that camera right there, and it's that camera right there. I mean, they put out 1080p video, and they're like $30, $40. You can't really go wrong. And yeah, Pia says, love Logitech. But I was gonna go with the one of the new Kia cams, or I can't remember what it's got a built-in halo light, which is really cool. I can't remember who makes it. It's like Razer or something like that. But the cam, I think it's called Kivo. That cam has the halo light, but it doesn't have like all the adaptive lighting that the Brio has. And yes, Mom, I know that I told you to get the C922. I told you that before the Brio came out. C922 is like a $50 to, well, depending on the special you can get, it's usually $50 to $70. And it's a great cam. The C922 and the C920 have the big difference between the C922 is it's got adaptive background removal, which we could care less about, or we couldn't care less about. So we just use the C920, but the C922 is a really good camera too. That's hot. The only gripe I have against Logitech is its autofocus isn't as good as I'm used to seeing with, say, a DSLR camera. And that was Duff's Geeking Corner. Yeah, sorry about that. Kind of went out on a tangent there.
No, not you.
Yeah. Well, I am a nerdy guy, so. Hell, I think you fell in love with me for my nerd.
No, I fell in love with you because you told me you could cook, which was a lie.
Hey, I know I can cook. Just not many things. And it's not that I can't cook. I can cook. I've got a very good knowledge of the ingredients I use and things like that. I just have issues with getting overwhelmed when I've got like 15 things going at once. But I've been pretty good about it last couple times I've tried. I don't mind cooking. I just,
Little remnants. Kind of looks cool on the book pages.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a tea stained or insert whatever stained. Well, I don't know that I can handle any more of these fumes.
So you want to end the show for this evening?
Yeah, because I got to try and get some of this stuff off of me.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here for tonight. We thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We have just been working with some nail polish and some paper. So that's what tonight has been about. We've got an announcement. Like we said earlier, there will not be a Cranky Crafters on Friday because neither Mom nor Carrie nor I will be available. We are going to be watching my son walk across the stage and get his diploma. I'm so very proud of him. And that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you learned something, consider sharing it with your friends. If you loved it, click on subscribe and be sure to ring our bell. That's all for tonight. Carrie, take us out.
Have fun. If you give this a try, remember Dollar Tree is your friend. Cheap. Pretty cheap. I mean, considering I got all these colors and made 2, 4, 6, 8, a lot of papers, and still have a decent amount of fingernail polish left. So if you want to try, it's not really like pouring, but you can really get creative and have some fun. Give it a whirl. Share your pictures on the flock. Love to see what you guys do. And we'll see you next Wednesday, and I'll probably have something else that'll make me messy and cuss, so.
All right, you guys have a great night. We are out.